Today's video is covering the topic of self-discipline and what it takes to both have self-discipline and the truest definition of self-discipline, which is, if you can guess, to discipline yourself. Right now, discipline can be looked at in a couple of different ways, but first let's look at the definition that you might think of for self-discipline. Being able to focus on a goal. Accomplishments are normal. There is stability. So, you are of a stable mindset where you regularly accomplish that which you focus on. And what you focus on is your goals. And so, how does this tie in to discipline? Discipline is more strict than, you might say, just focusing on your goals, right? And accomplishing your goals and being of a stable mindset. But realistically, it's not a whole lot more than that anyway. The idea that discipline can be looked at as either a punishment aspect or a strengthening and training aspect, right? And so why would you look at it on either end of those spectrums? One is much more positive than the other, right? And the key differentiation in terms of the mindset is pride versus punishment. Do you want to have pride in what you are doing, or is what you are doing something that is going to inevitably be your downfall later on, right? And so it's not necessarily punishing yourself for having done something the wrong way. It's reinforcing in yourself that doing that something the wrong way is dangerous and you need to avoid that at all costs, right? And then having a sense of pride in the things that you accomplished that avoided those things. Okay, so what does this require? I have a list here of some requirements for self-discipline. Knowledge is number one. Patience, perseverance, willingness to learn, the ability to wait, and the need to succeed. In terms of knowledge, you need to know what you are disciplining yourself on. You can't say, I'm going to teach myself martial arts without at least studying what martial arts actually are. You might not need to learn specifically karate or jujitsu or anything like that to teach yourself martial arts, but you are going to need to do cultural research on what the spirit of martial arts truly is. So that's just an example. Or you might say, I'm going to start building model airplanes. right? Like you're going to need to follow the instruction manual, right? You're you like or like if you are going to start building your own custom model airplanes, then you're going to have to at least have something in your mind that you can replicate in the real world. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to successfully build what even looks like a model airplane. In terms of patience, as well as knowledge, these things require learning, which can take time and patience. Uh, Patience with yourself, like patience with the lack of progress you're making, like patience with uh, if other people are making it difficult for you. Like these things require patience, and uh, like the time aspect, like is what requires some of the most patience. Like if at first you don't succeed, try again, but it's about keep trying. So, which leads to perseverance. Not to give up ensures the most likely path to success. Um, it's about as simple as that. Uh, Willingness to learn. This is the key to learning properly. So, uh, it's not just about knowing that you are going to have to learn something and having the patience to do that. It's also having the willingness to understand that this is something you don't know and to look at it from a fresh perspective, to essentially be able to let go of everything you thought you knew about it and start from a beginner's point of view on that thing and that thing alone, and being able to put everything else on the shelf while you're doing so, and be able to go back to it at a later point in time and again relearn, even if necessary, and just being willing to do so continually. In terms of the ability to wait, if you don't have all the tools, don't rush the work. This also harkens to willingness to learn. If you don't have the complete if you don't have the complete tool set, or you don't have the complete blueprint, don't try to complete the work on your own if you want what is truly the finished product for yourself. And lastly, the need to succeed, the mindset to keep you running at your best performance. That's the need to succeed. Where you are willing to dodge a bullet for the sake of your safety, like where you're where you're willing to step out into the open for the sake of your statement of reality. uh, where you're willing to take what is yours. These things all embody self-discipline, right? And so this can come in many different forms for many different people. You can't say that a person's not self-disciplined because they won't quit smoking, but you could say that a person's not self-disciplined because they're depressed too often, perhaps. Like you could say that a person's not self-disciplined because they can't control or manage their anger in a safe way. But like in terms of lifestyle habits, everybody has different goals, everybody has different motivations and different qualities of life that they strive for. Some people might want to just be a hermit and live in the woods and like scavenge mushrooms and nuts and berries and live that way for the rest of their life. And somebody else might want to be, uh, you know, the owner of a high-rise apartment building or something, right? Like it comes in all different shapes and forms, right? Like there's there's average everyday people that just want to learn their basic knowledge and just get by, comfortably for their lifetime. And there's other people that want to push themselves as far as they can go. Like they're and like anywhere in between. Like so. Uh, in the end, self discipline is like how well you can enforce the quality of life that there is to enforce, and how well you can reach your creative measures and understanding the boundaries of those creative measures. And, that's how you progress in the world. That's how you get better at what you do, and that's how you learn how to do new things, and that's how you uh, meet new people. That's how you get out in the world and make something of yourself. It's all about self discipline in the end. Uh, and it's not all about judgment. It's about avoiding danger. Like self discipline and avoiding danger are right next door to each other. Like they live and breathe the same dynamic in and of itself. Like uh, it takes self discipline to teach yourself that risks are better to be mitigated than accentuated.